Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new holster I got for my full-size CZ. Also, if you stick around until the end, I'll show you a new option that I've got for a spare magazine. So if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I initially purchased a Bianchi shoulder holster for my SP01 Tactical, and I found it to be sorely lacking. What you don't know is what I ordered to try out next. And here it is. This is a Red Hill Tactical CZ Premium IWB holster. I've never had one of their holsters, but I'd heard good things about their products. Unfortunately, they're a custom shop, and as pointed out on their website, it takes around 30 days to fulfill an order. So I was chomping at the bit waiting on this thing. Because these holsters are made to order, there are a lot of options, including the color. Having served in the Army, I'm a fan of olive drab, so that's what I ordered. Now, this holster is covered in fabric, which distinguishes it from their standard IWB holster. Beneath the fabric is a single thickness of Kydex. This is unique for Red Hill Tactical. Their competition holsters are actually a double thickness of Kydex. Nevertheless, this holster is plenty sturdy, and the slimmer profile is better for inside the waistband. Another option is the means of attachment. I chose the 1.5 inch clip and a set of the adjustable loops. As you can see, these attach to the holster with what appear to be Chicago screws. There are 3 attachment holes in the holster, which allows for vertical positioning or a forward cant. Since I carry at the 3 o'clock position, I prefer the forward cant. Of course, you'd probably want to put a little blue Loctite on these, but I'm going to leave them dry for now. As for tension, they recommend tightening the bottom screw until the holster is just touching the muzzle end. Then you tighten the upper screw until you achieve the desired retention. I tend to like it pretty snug. Right about there is pretty good. Again, you could pull these out and run them back in with medium Loctite to keep them from backing out. Now that's a pretty nice fit to the gun with just the slightest little bit of wiggle. Alright, now let's check comfort and concealment. So as mentioned, I carry 3 o'clock. Slipping it in, clipping it to the belt, and cinching it down. That's a nice fit. This metal clip is solid. I don't think it'll ever come loose from the leather belt. As an aside, this is the belt sold by Concealment Express, and it's been my go-to belt for some time now. Now, even though this is a full-size duty gun, it conceals nicely under a sweatshirt. The only way it becomes noticeable is if I bend at the waist, and that's true for my Glock 19 as well. Of course, it just disappears under a fleece jacket. And even under a summer button down, this combination is still a viable option. Comparing this to the aforementioned Glock, we see that it is considerably longer and taller. Furthermore, the grips of the CZ are slightly thicker than the Glock. As for comfort, I'm going to break the illusion and admit that I had this rig assembled previously, and I wore it daily for about a week. Surprisingly, this combination is more comfortable than the Glock in the Concealment Express holster. So notice the sharp edge at the muzzle end of the Concealment Express holster. That thing wears my hip out, and by the end of the day, I can't wait to take it off. By comparison, the Red Hill Tactical holster has this nice radius at the muzzle end, and it's amazing what a difference that makes. On the other hand, the thicker grips have a very sharp checkering when compared to the molded stippling found on the Glock. So even with a t-shirt tucked in between, these things rub a red spot on my side. The decocking lever is likewise a bit annoying. Still, overall, the combination is more comfortable even with the added weight. I suspect I'll be carrying this gun more often than the Glock, and certainly during the winter. As for my spare magazines, I went ahead and got 2 of these outside the waistband pouches from Red Hill Tactical along with the holster. As with the holster, there's many options, and I chose olive drab to match the holster. For belt attachment, I chose what they call an adjustable latching loop. So the way these work is there's a push button at the bottom that allows for latching and unlatching the hinged mechanism. Additionally, there's a sliding lock that keeps it from accidentally being unlatched. Opening it up, we see a myriad of screw holes that allow for a wide range of positioning on the belt. Now, I had no previous experience with these attachment devices. They seem as though they would be well suited for a duty belt or competition. For concealment, they're kind of bulky and somewhat fidgety to get on and off of the belt. Nevertheless, they're still concealable and completely functional, so I'm generally happy with them. Turning to the pouch, I got the single thickness of Kydex. However, a double thickness is optional. The fit is really good and there's adjustment for tension. I have mine adjusted to where I can turn them upside down and the loaded magazine won't fall out even with some shaking. This should provide good retention in a fight while still allowing fairly easy removal when I need it. So that's my new full-size EDC rig. Now I need to start putting it to use on the range and getting some practice in with it. I'm going to try and put some of that on video, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching and have a great day.